Have you ever wondered what's at stake in South Africa's upcoming elections? This pivotal moment is more than just another political contest. It's a defining chapter in the nation's history. Nelson Mandela's African National Congress, ANC, a symbol of the struggle against apartheid, faces its biggest test in 3 decades. With the polls opening soon, the future of South Africa hangs in the balance. Let's dive into what this election means for the country and why it's so critical. Nelson Mandela, the iconic leader who became South Africa's first black president, envisioned a country where everyone, regardless of race, could live in harmony and equality. His dream was built on the pillars of democracy, human rights, and social justice. The ANC was the vehicle for this vision, championing the rights of the oppressed and striving for a united South Africa. The ANC played a monumental role in dismantling apartheid. Through relentless activism, international advocacy, and the sacrifices of countless South Africans, the party helped bring an end to decades of racial segregation. This historic achievement solidified the ANC's position as the vanguard of South African democracy. For nearly 3 decades, the ANC has been the dominant force in South African politics. With its roots deeply embedded in the struggle for freedom, the party has enjoyed widespread support. However, recent years have seen this support wane, with internal divisions and scandals eroding its once unassailable position. The political arena in South Africa is becoming increasingly competitive. Parties like the Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, are gaining traction, offering alternative visions for the country's future. This diversification of political voices is making the electoral battle more intense and unpredictable. South Africa's economy is struggling. High unemployment rates, slow economic growth, and a widening gap between the rich and poor are major concerns. These issues are at the forefront of voters' minds, and how the ANC addresses them could determine its fate in this election. Corruption has plagued the ANC's reputation. High-profile scandals have shaken public trust. And there's a growing demand for transparency and accountability. Voters are looking for leaders who can clean up the system and restore integrity to the government. Despite progress, social inequality remains a persistent problem. Many South Africans still live in poverty, and the disparity in access to education, healthcare, and opportunities is stark. The electorate is eager for solutions that will create a more equitable society. Unemployment, particularly among the youth, is alarmingly high. This is a critical issue that any incoming government will need to address urgently. Job creation and economic revitalization are top priorities for many voters. Hey there! If you're finding this video interesting and insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth analysis and coverage of crucial events like these. The results of this election will shape South Africa's trajectory for years to come. A strong showing by the ANC could signal a renewal of faith in the party, while a significant shift toward opposition parties could herald a new era in South African politics. Voter sentiment is a mixed bag. There's nostalgia for the ANC's role in the fight for freedom, but also frustration with its recent performance. The younger generation in particular is more skeptical and less tied to the party's historical legacy. Young South Africans are more engaged than ever. Social media and grassroots movements have empowered them to voice their opinions and demand change. Their involvement is crucial as they represent a significant portion of the electorate. Young voters are primarily concerned with issues like employment, education, and corruption. They want leaders who can offer practical solutions and a vision for a better future. The party that can effectively address these concerns is likely to win their support. The world is watching South Africa. The outcome of this election will have implications beyond its borders, influencing international relations and foreign investment. Global reactions to the election will reflect the perceived stability and future prospects of the country. Economically, the election's results could either boost investor confidence or cause uncertainty. A stable and transparent government is essential for attracting foreign investment and fostering economic growth. The international community is keenly observing how South Africa navigates this political crossroads. As South Africans head to the polls, the nation stands at a critical juncture. Nelson Mandela's party, the ANC, is facing its biggest test in 30 years. The election is not just about choosing leaders. It's about deciding the future direction of the country. With issues like economic challenges, corruption, and social inequality at the forefront, the stakes are incredibly high. Regardless of the outcome, this election will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on South Africa's political landscape. The world is watching, and so are we. So what can you do to stay informed and involved in these pivotal times? Make sure to follow our coverage for the latest updates on the South African elections. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what issues are most important to you. Together, we can foster a deeper understanding and a more engaged community.